Okay, this is a replacement video for the little one I had online as part of the literature review preparation. And basically, the video was all about what library resources are available and what you can do. It's very brief, it's very introductory, and I'm going to cover it in much more detail later. I tried doing this once and the sound got a little whacked, so I'm going to do this a second time. And this time, we'll see if I can speak really clearly and slowly so you can get it. If you take a look at the library main page, I would never suggest searching in this broad search field here, but instead go to the articles, databases, and so forth here. On the left-hand side, databases by subject, you're going to want to zero in on education. Once you get to education, you're going to go for education research complete. You can also use ERIC. You could also use a combination of databases, but I find it's great to start with ERC. And we have a license for this thing. It's probably pretty costly for the university, so you might as well use it. This is basically an EBSCO search. Please note that they have a nice little EBSCO app for iPhone and probably one for the Google Droid system, that operating system as well. And it's actually really quite nice. So you have that ability too, and there's some nice little features with those bad boys. But this one is a very good, EBSCO is a very good way to search for scholarly research, obviously. A couple of options down here that you should check. You got full text. The reason to select full text is because it only searches digital text that it has, like the where we have the full text of the article. If you select that and then you don't find what you're looking for, then you can always deselect it and then use the interlibrary loan system. And Liberty's is pretty good, I hear. And in fact, many times if you request something, they'll then go buy it just because they like to beef up their resources. The second one to select is the scholarly journals, peer review, and basically, as the name says, it's basically it is there are resources or references that have actually gone through the peer review process, so they are considered to be scholarly and they're not just editorialized in some way. So we do a search. We're going to search for the word mobile technologies, and we're going to do a search. If you do field, you can select the field if you want, especially if you're searching for an author. But sometimes it's good to start open, especially if you're not searching for an author, and find out what it brings back. Now, over on the left-hand side, I've got about 2 minutes left here. On the left-hand side, you can actually select a lower range of dates. It's always good to stay within 5 years. Sometimes in technology, 5 years is too much. So in educational technology, sometimes we look for things that are 2 or 3 years old and then ignore the rest of it. But anyway, so we'll do 5 years as kind of the just standard rule. It took it from 300 and something to 250. And at this point, I'm going to add some stuff to the folder. Watch over here on the right-hand side as I add the folder there. Go down a little bit, add the folder, and add the folder. Unfortunately, I haven't found an easy way to export PDF articles. You can see the PDF right here. I haven't found an easy way to do that from EBSCO. Other people may know how to do that. Feel free to share that when we're together. But as it is right now, look, we've got 3 things in our folder. We're going to go to folder here. There's other ways we can narrow things down. This is just a brief overview. Um, Note that they're in here. If I select all these bad boys here, I can export it. I can save it as a file, I can email it, and I can even print it. Print it puts an extra page in. Be aware of that. It's got like a copyright page it puts at the end, so it's wasted paper and wasted ink. The email will actually email the articles to you if you want. There's attachments and then give you a bibliographic view of it in the reference format that you wish. Save as a file basically saves the articles out, and I think it saves the reference out. And then finally, export, which is what I'm going to suggest you do, is to export it into something like RefWorks, any kind of BibTeX format, or anything like that that goes into EndNote. EndNote is the software that Liberty owns as part its license, site license. And so we have access to it. You should download it. When you're with me in the week that we're together, and if you've never seen it before and you're nervous about it, I will help you find it and download it. It's free. It's usually about $150. Anything more than a couple pages in writing and scholarly work it should be done by EndNote. And it has the ability to do integration with Word really nicely. I got 30 seconds. So we have our references in here. Please note that you can also do save searches and search alerts if you want to be told when mobile technologies, math, elementary education comes up in references as a new source or something that's being. You could also subscribe to certain journals, so when it gets published in our system, you'll know that it's there and you'll have a link to it. This is just a brief overview of how you can grab a research really quickly. Thanks.